West Ham Network, it's Holly. I hope you're all well. I'm here with your Hammers headlines for today, Wednesday, the 15th of January, run in association with KUMB.com. Now, as we mentioned there, it's January, and we all know what that means. There are a lot of transfer updates to run through, including the earlier video where we spoke about what Guilherme's future could hold. But we got three more for you right now. They're coming thick and fast. So without further ado, let's get started. Yes, now up first, slide to the left. Up first, it's been reported that we are making a serious attempt to sign 27-year-old striker Taiwo Awoniyi. Probably absolutely butchered his name, and I'm sorry if I have. From Forest this January, he is currently under contract until 2027. Now, from what I'm seeing, he can be a good player. However, the biggest issue, people have been speaking about it a lot today, is that he is massively injury prone, which is definitely not what we need at West Ham right now. If it was a loan deal, perhaps it could be of benefit alongside buying a striker as well, because we definitely need multiple options coming in and we don't have much money for that. But his injury record really concerns me, if I'm honest. So far this season, he has played 16 games and he scored once, getting a total of 219 minutes. He has also been given a few minutes, most games of the season for them so far, scoring in the 2 minutes that he was on the pitch for Forest on the 6th of January against Wolves. But basically, he isn't likely to be match fit, given that he hasn't really had much game time. So if we're hoping for a striker that we can throw right into the mix, play a load of time, I'm not sure that he's actually ready for that. And taking a little look at his injury history, he was actually out for 156 days last season with an unknown injury. Could be one of the two that we're about to talk about. But the season before that, he was out for 75 days after groin surgery, because the season before that, he was out for 88 days with a groin injury. So clearly there's a bit of an issue with the groin. He also had 79 days out with a hamstring injury previously. So he does have some rather concerning absences, some of which there's been surgery for. And in our experience at West Ham, a lot of the time when someone's had an injury that's bad enough to require surgery, it's always a bit of an issue, or you start trying to balance how much game time they can play. So a little bit of a worry, and you know what would happen if he signed for West Ham, don't you? So the question that I've got for you, would you take Taiwo if he was on a 6-month loan? Do you think it's an absolute no-go in terms of signing him? Let us know down below in that comment section. For your second story, another striker that we have been linked with is 18-year-old Daniel Cummings, that you can see just in this box here. He scored 24 goals in 24 games for Celtic, with his contract expiring in the summer. Very flattering stats. So this will be their last chance to get money for him at Celtic unless he signs a new deal. He will be going on a free in the summer. So Celtic are said to be keen to sign a new deal. But this is definitely one to watch, with the Scottish Lowland League player looking to have a pretty bright future ahead of him. Looks pretty exciting. So this could be another one where they're not proven at Premier League standard, but it could be a bargain if the recruitment is proven to be the right move. But what are your thoughts on Daniel Cummings coming to West Ham? Let us know down below in the comments section. Finally, Brighton have given an update on the future of Evan Ferguson, with our ongoing pursuit of him, as well as Arsenal and Fulham also being interested. So Ferguson has only actually started twice in the league this season, and he scored once. After his ankle injury caused some problems for him, the Brighton manager has said, here's their quote: "We will negotiate what is important for him, what is important for his development, where he can improve best, and then we will make the decision together." So there you have it. That's what he had to say. And personally, I'd like to think he'd get more game time at West Ham than he would at Arsenal. He made it clear that the focus for Ferguson would be on what would help his career development, rather than caring about which club he goes to or which club he might be helping by sending him there. So I would like to think that West Ham would be a viable option to achieve exactly what he's saying there. We know that he would probably get game time now under Potter. And obviously, given our desperate need for a striker, I'd like to think that Ferguson might get a bit of a go somewhere on that pitch. But yeah, Ferguson was one that I originally thought would be a very good option. And we know that he did really well under Graham Potter. We know that Potter is obviously fully aware of his strengths and weaknesses. So if he's having any say in transfers and he's keen to bring Ferguson still, then it clearly sends a message that we really intend to use him. So we'll have to see if this is one that we can get over the line. But again, the ankle injury situation, it does complicate things. So he's been out since Christmas with this ankle injury. You can write it as soon as we start looking at a player seriously and we go, this could be the guy that we bring in the January transfer window. What happens? Ankle injury, surprise. But he also had 147 days out the previous season with an ankle injury, 19 days with a knee injury in the 23-24 season, and 21 days out with an ankle injury in the season before that. So there's clearly some recurring issues there. Don't know whether they're the same leg, but ankle injuries and a knee problem, which could well come back to haunt us. Same story that we're always talking about. Do we risk bringing in an injury-prone player when we desperately need somebody to replace those that are injured? A little bit scary in my opinion. But would you like to see Evan Ferguson at West Ham? Let us know in that comment section down below. There you have it. That's all from me for now. Those have been your Hammers headlines. If you've not already, please give this video a thumbs up. Drop us a comment with your thoughts. Check out my video from earlier today where I ran through everything you can tell about life 2 games into Graham Potter at West Ham, as well as there being a video from earlier where we spoke about Guilherme potentially being up for sale and what this means for Tim Stuyton and the message it actually sends in terms of the power that he currently has at the club and what this can mean long term. So thank you so much as always for watching. Have a brilliant day. And until next time, come on you Irons. Irons.